graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled it out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good evening, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on those notification bell icons too. And that way you will know when we do go live for Eagles, Sixers, and of course, Philadelphia Phillies play-by-play action. The Phillies, they lost a heartbreaker last night. And the Giants were able to take care of business against them, and they are hoping to respond tonight against the San Francisco Giants. And we'll see how they do out there as well. They will be facing Robbie Ray. And Robbie Ray, we'll talk a little bit about him. Taijuan Walker is going to be out there on the mound for the Philadelphia Phillies. And that's really what I wanted to talk about really quickly. So Taijuan Walker, this year overall, he has a 3.64 earned run average, 46 strikeouts as well. He has started in 8 games and has a 3-5 record as well. Has given up 50 hits in 54 innings of work. The Phillies are going to need him to be an innings eater tonight against the San Francisco Giants. They're going to have to squeeze the lemon out of him, and hopefully he brings on his A-plus stuff, because it's not going to be easy going up against Robbie Ray. Ray has had a very good year for the San Francisco Giants, and he has just been absolutely dominant as a left-handed pitcher. 2.68 ERA, 117 strikeouts, in 107 innings of work. He also has a 9-3 record. This will be his 19th game that he has started in this year. Only 39 walks in 107 innings. That's really, really good. So we'll see how the Phillies fare against the left-handed pitcher tonight. Let's talk about this lineup. All right, so for the Philadelphia Phillies, their starting lineup tonight, it'll look just like this. It'll be Trey Turner batting in the leadoff spot, Kyle Schwarber batting second, Bryce Harper hitting third, Alec Bohm fourth, Nick Castellanos fifth, Otto Kemp sixth, Edmundo Sosa seventh, Rafael Marchand eighth, and Johan Rojas ninth. No JT, no Bryson Stott, and no Brandon Marsh, also no Max Kepler either. So it's Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Bohm, Castellanos, Kemp, that is, Sosa, Marchand, and Rojas. And we are ready to rock and roll. Now, after this inning is done, we'll see what happens. When the Orioles, I think that the Orioles might go to the bottom of the ninth, we will go raid BW and give him a hello. Trey Turner is coming up to the plate, and the first pitch is taken up high for ball one. Let us know what your final score predictions are down below, baby. What are your final score predictions? Who's your player of the game? 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch to Turner. Foul ball. Hit back towards the screen. 1-1 is the count. Give me some scores. I'm going to go 5-3 Phillies. 5-3 Phillies, and my player of the game is Nick Castellanos. The pitch to Turner. Fly ball hit out over the deep left field. That's going back towards the track. It's caught in front of the wall by Elliot Ramos. And one gone in the top of the first. Turner got a good pitch and just could not get it out of the yard. For the Giants on the defensive side of the diamond, they will have Dom Smith at first. At second, it's Casey Schmidt. At shortstop, it's Willie Adames. At third, it's Matt Chapman. And in the outfield, it'll be Elliot Ramos, Jung-Hoo Lee, and in right, you have Mike Yastrzemski. The pitch to Schwarber, and he flies this one out over towards deep right field. That is going back towards the track, and it is caught right in front of the wall there, too. And so, 2 up, 2 down already. I was looking to see where the ball was. It was not in the center of the frame. But there's 2 outs, and Bryce Harper is up at the plate. 5-4 Phillies. My player of the game is Sosa. 4-2 Phillies. LP and Tony James, they jinxed each other. Nice. We need to score some runs tonight. I say 5-4 Phillies. I like it. I'm going 5-3 Phillies. Here's Harper, and he takes a knuckle curve that's down in the dirt for a ball. Robbie Ray, 9 wins, tied for second in the National League. And he throws the 1-0 pitch to Bryce Harper. It's a foul ball. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. Make sure that you turn on those notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. Ray also 7th in the National League in strikeouts, ERA, and innings pitched. The 1-1 pitch, it's a foul ball. Excuse me. The Orioles do have a runner on over at first. They're tied up 6-6 against the Mets in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. The pitch, it's grounded over towards the right side, picked up by the second baseman to throw to first in time, and we're going to the bottom of the first. Out in San Francisco, 1-2-3 go the Phillies, and going out there on the mound will be Taijuan Walker. Rising Rhino. What is going on, Rising Rhino? Appreciate you for stopping by. Yes. All right, the Giants lineup, it'll be this. It'll be Elliot Ramos batting in the leadoff spot. And that's Rafael Devers batting second. Willie Adames hitting third. Matt Chapman in the cleanup spot. Batting fourth. Mike Yastrzemski playing out in right field. He'll be batting fifth. Sixth will be Casey Schmidt. He's over at second base. Jung-Hoo Lee is out in center field. He's batting seventh. Batting eighth, it's Dom Smith. He's over at first base. And Patrick Bailey batting in the 9 hole. He is the catcher behind the plate for San Francisco. What's going on, buddy? Nothing much, man. I'm happy to see you. Got some good sleep tonight. And we're ready for some late night baseball. Let's go. We need the New York Mets to get the loss. Yeah, I can't believe that they came back. But that's all right. We'll go support them. We'll, they have runners at first and second. We will go say hi to BW after this inning is done. And we will say, go Phillies in his chat. Beat the Mets. Well, really, we're going to say beat those Mets. That's what we're going to say. Cannot stand those Mets. Oh, boy. Man. Player of the game, Walker, I hope. That's a good one. That's a good one, man. I'll take that. Dude, look at BW. There's 211 people in this chat. This is awesome. Good for him. Alrighty. First pitch, here it is. It's a fastball. It's taken on the inside corner for strike one. To Elliot Ramos. They just ended the 8th. Darn it. 0-1 pitch. It's outside for a ball. Must have been a double play. So Walker out there on the mound. This is Taijuan Walker's 9th start of the season. 54 innings of work, 46 strikeouts. And the 1-1 is lifted out over towards right center field. Castellanos is there to track it down. Makes the grab, 1 away in the bottom of the first. Go subscribe to Rising Rhino for all your football needs. Mod's happy that you dropped that down below. If I don't say it, Mods, just still drop it. Still drop it. Rafael Devers is now due up. He's hitting .265. He's been struggling ever since he came on over to the Giants. He takes the first pitch down for a ball. Crew chief for tonight. You got Clinton Vondrak at home. At first base, it's Edwin Jimenez. At second, it's Marvin Hudson, as the next pitch is going to even up the count at 1 apiece. And then Phil Cuzzy is over at third. 1-1 pitch. That is down and away for ball 2. It is 62 degrees out in San Francisco. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch just outside for ball 3. Ryan's here. What's going on? Ready to get a W. Let's go. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the windup and the pitch. It's a strike. It's taken at the knees on the inside corner. 3-2 is the count to Rafael Devers. And the payoff pitch. It's inside for ball 4. And Devers gets on with a 1-out walk. Here in the bottom of the first. Hello, JJ. Hello, David. Hello to everybody. Walker with a cutter, a splitter, a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and a curveball. Mainly, the 3 pitches are the cutter, the splitter, and the sinker. His sinker is topped this year at 93 miles per hour. Here's Willie Adames. And Walker comes set and delivers and fires a strike on the inside corner. Phillies last night were 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. The Giants, well, they weren't any better. The pitch, it's a foul ball. It's hit back right behind the plate. They were 0 for 9, the Giants. Lots of rain delays in Major League Baseball. We have a couple, actually. 0-2, that's down for a ball. Not such nice weather in St. Louis. That game still has not even started. Nationals and Cardinals were supposed to play, I think, around 8 o'clock. Blue Jays and White Sox are also in a rain delay. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The windup and the next pitch. It's down and away for ball 2. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Rafael Marchand's behind the plate tonight for the Phils. 2-2 pitch. It's fouled off towards the left side. Yo, just checking on in. Well, thanks for checking on in. I do appreciate you. Good evening, everybody. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-2 pitch from Walker. Another foul ball hit right behind home plate. And it'll find the seats. As we mentioned, Rafael Marchand's catching. Over at first base, it's Bryce Harper. The second baseman is Edmundo Sosa. And at third, it's Al Bohm. The shortstop's Trey Turner. In the outfield, Otto Kemp is in left. The center fielder is Johan Rojas. And the right fielder is Nick Castellanos. Walker gets set above the belt. Winds up and delivers. Throws a splitter inside for ball 3. Again, the Giants lineup, it's Ramos, Devers, Adames, Chapman, Yastrzemski, Schmidt, Lee, Smith, and Bailey. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the toss back over to first. Not in time. Walker does have a very quick pickoff move. Money line for the Giants, it's at minus 160. 3-2 pitch on the way. This one is high and deep and lifted out to left field. Kemp has room, though, on the track and makes the catch, and there's 2 gone. So Turner just missed a homer. Schwarber just missed a homer, and so did Adames. Ball was just not flying out. Phillies are 53-38. They are 3-19 over their last 22 games out at Oracle Park. Here's Matt Chapman, and he takes outside for ball 1. Hit that thumbs up button, people, and hit that subscribe button as well. 1-0 pitch on the way. It's a foul ball. One and one is the count. Walker gets set above the belt. Kicks, delivers. This one's chopped towards the first base side. Harper has it on a bounce, and he'll tag the bag for out number 3. We're going to the top of the second. Let's go say hi to our friend BW and say, beat those Mets. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alec Bohm is coming up to face Robbie Ray. And Ray kicks and fires, throws a knuckle curve that's downstairs. Hey, folks. On Thursday, we got a long day. 1-0 pitch. That's down for ball 2. Tomorrow afternoon, it's Wednesday, Phillies will wrap up the series against the Giants at 3:45 p.m. Eastern Time. 2-0 is up high for ball 3. We'll cover that. And on Thursday, we got a long day. We are doing a full day of Diamond Zone. It'll be fun. Never done it before. Never done a full day of it, so we're going to try it out, see how it works. And I think it'll be a fun time where we just kick back, relax, and watch some baseball. 3-0 pitch was in there for a strike, and the 3-1, the bohm. It's lined and fouled towards the right side. So that'll make the count now 3-2. Give us your final score predictions down below. And also let us know who your player of the game is going to be tonight. 3-2 to Bohm. This one is smacked foul towards the right side. Alec this year hitting .279. 3-2 pitch to Alec. This one's grounded foul over towards the left side. James is here. What's going on, James? 3 balls, 2 strikes. The windup and the payoff pitch. It's inside for ball 4, and Alec Bohm gets on with a leadoff walk. All right, Phillies have a base runner. The Phillies have a base runner. And Bohm gets on. Nick Castellanos is coming up to the plate. In case you're just tuning in, Turner flied out to left. Schwarber flied out to right. And Harper grounded out to first. That was all in the first. Casty's up. A runner on at first. And that's Bohm. And the first pitch, it's fouled back towards the screen. Let's get some subs. If you love the Phillies, hit that thumbs up button, baby. Bohm leads off over at first base. Ray will deliver from the stretch at the letters. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch to Castellanos is a fastball upstairs. Robbie Ray is now 33 years old. He was a Tiger in 2014 and then went to the Arizona Diamondbacks and played with them for 5.5 years, as the 1-1 is in there for strike 2. He's been a member of the Giants, though, since 2024. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Castellanos, swing and a miss on a fastball that was very high. And Nick is down on strikes. So Casty, who came on into that at-bat, just 3 for 7 against Robbie Ray, strikes out. And Otto Kemp is up. That's the 77th strikeout this season for Nick Castellanos. Last year he had 139. Year before that, it was 185. The pitch to Kemp. He takes a pitch at the knees for strike 1. 0-1 pitch to Otto. It's in the dirt. It was a slider. Likes those high ones. Anybody else have any final score predictions? Five seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss again on another fastball at 95. One, two. It's down and in for a ball. Robbie has a 4-2 record against the Phillies and an ERA of a 5.63 with 70 strikeouts. Last time he faced them was on April 16th. Only went 4 innings, though, and gave up 4 earned runs. 2-2 on the way. It's smacked foul towards the left side. He hasn't lost a game against the Phillies since 2020. That was when he was a member of the Blue Jays. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the second. A runner on at first. And the 2-2 pitch, another foul ball by Otto Kemp. Oracle Park's capacity is 42,300. In case you're wondering. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Robbie Ray. That was just a disgusting off-speed pitch in the dirt. And Otto Kemp went digging on after it. Well, he's definitely getting hitters to chase. Oracle Park opened in April of 2000. Actually, I thought it was a little bit earlier than that. Here's Edmundo Sosa as he steps on into the batter's box, takes the first pitch for a called strike. 0-1 is the count. Ray gets the signs, kicks, fires, and throws a changeup downstairs. But the Orioles could walk it off. Come on, Baltimore. Come on, beat those Mets. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sosa. And the 1-1, another swing and a miss. And the count is now 1-2. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2 to Sosa, way up high for ball 2. Giants are in their black and white uniforms. White bottoms. They have a white text of Giants on the front of the jersey, and then the jersey numbers are on the left side of the chest on the front side, and they're highlighted in orange. Two-two pitch to Sosa, foul ball. The rim of the hat, though, is really cool because it's tiger orange with a little bit of purple blended on it towards certain parts of the rim of the hat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 to Edmundo Sosa, swing and a miss. Robbie Ray strikes out the side after giving up a leadoff walk to Alec Bohm. And the inning is over. We're heading to the bottom of the second. Yaz will lead it off for the Giants when the Phillies and Giants return. All right, chat. We got 170 people on here watching. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I appreciate you all for being on here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on the notification bell icons too. All right? It's not going to be easy getting runs off of Robbie Ray today. But the question is, how can the Phillies string together good at-bats and make him work? Put up his pitch count. That's really what I want to see. I want to see them work up the pitch count and get him out of the game as early as possible and attack their bullpen. That's what I want. All right. Yeah. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? I know that people have work tomorrow. I get it. Makes a lot of sense. But how is everybody tonight? Our first subscriber of the night. Very nice. William says, I'm doing good. You'll be even better with a Phillies win. I'm tired, JJ, but I'm hanging on in there. It's all right. I ran today. I helped out my old neighbor. I got some good sleep today. I knew that this was going to be a late night. So we're ready. We're dialed on in. Yaz is up. Mike Yastrzemski hitting on the left side, of course. Takes the first pitch down for a ball to Taijuan Walker. Yaz in 83 games, a 243 average, 8 homers as well. And the 0-1 pitch is taken for a ball. One pitch is taken down and away. Two balls, one strike. And the pitch is taken for strike 2. Two delivery. It's outside for ball 3. So these are the Giants City Connect uniforms. They have black tops with white sound waves and orange and purple gradients on their jersey sleeves, the chest script, and the bill of their caps. Next pitch. It's now a full count. Phillies are just in their regular away uniforms, gray tops, gray bottoms, with the Phillies text and blue stars above both of the eyes. 3-2 pitch. It's a foul ball. The purple, apparently, according to this article, I think it's from the San Francisco Chronicle, the purple is meant to evoke the Fillmore stage lights and Haight-Ashbury's posters, though it also pays tribute to the franchise's New York origins from when the Giants briefly wore violet from 1913 to 1917 as a nod to NYU. 3-2 pitch, foul ball, and it goes out of play. Yaz hitting .274 against righties and .147 against lefties. 1 homer and 5 RBI against lefties as well. The 3-2 pitch is downstairs for ball 4. So he is going to be rewarded first base. And now Casey Schmidt is coming up. Schmidt's playing over at second. First pitch that he takes is outside. Schmidt's 26 years old. College, he played both third and pitcher for San Diego State. The pitch, foul ball. He was a second-round draft pick in the 2020 draft by the Giants. And in 2022, he was named a minor league baseball Gold Glove Award winner. 1-1. It's a foul ball. They have him playing over at second base. The 1-2 delivery. This one's popped up over towards the first base side. And Sosa's there on the outfield grass. And I'll make the grab over the shoulder. He was just activated from the IL. Casey Schmidt. And they had to option Tyler Fitzgerald back to AAA. Here's Jung-Hoo Lee batting in the 7th spot. And Walker comes set and delivers and throws a pitch at the knees for strike 1 on the inside corner. No balls, 1 strike to Jung-Hoo Lee. And Walker throws a cutter upstairs The count is even at 1 apiece. I think the Phillies are treating this as a bullpen game. I don't think that they are. 1-1 pitch. It's outside for ball 2. Lee's had a pretty good July. He did not have a good June at all. Just batted 143 then. And the pitch, this one's grounded into the hole out to right field for a base hit. Yaz, who was going over to second base, is now over at third. And runners are at the corners for the Giants as the throw from right field is thrown back on in towards the mound. Tony! What's going on, Tony?
JJ, is this a concede game by starting Walker? Smiling face with smiling eyes.
Thanks so much for the super chat, my friend. The pitch to Devers. It's a check swing, base hit out to left field. Yaz is going to score, and Otto Kemp is going to throw it back in over to third. The Giants have a 1-0 lead on a check swing RBI single by Rafael Devers down that third base line. I mean, you just put the ball in a good spot, and good things happened. So back-to-back singles. That was Dom Smith, excuse me. It's an RBI check swing single. Wow. I did say Rafael Devers. Come on, man. 1-0 Giants. Patrick Bailey is up. And Bailey's going to ground this one over to second base. The flip over to shortstop. There's one. The throw over to first in time for a 4-6-3 double play. We'll be right back. Tony, thank you so much again for the $20 super chat. All right, I will be right back. And to answer your question, I mean, they optioned McCable down, so I would say no. But what do I know? Be right back. Oh, boy. Going to the top of the third inning. That is a beautiful aerial shot of Oracle Park. It's a stadium I've always wanted to go to. They have the Coca-Cola out in left field. It's beautiful. Rafael Marchand is coming up to the plate. The switch hitting catcher batting on the right side against Robbie Ray. 1-0 Giants, top of the third. Marchand batting 179 on the season. And after him, it's Johan Rojas. First pitch to Rafael. It's upstairs. One ball, no strikes. Ray comes set and fires and throws a knuckle curve that's in there for a strike. I can't take these late games, JJ. I was up until after midnight watching yesterday. See you tomorrow. I got you. Thank you so much for stopping by, my friend. And thanks again for the $20 super chat. 1-1. That misses outside for ball 2. I see that Brian Bellows struck out 10 batters in his first complete game against the Rockies. 2-1. This one's grounded over to third. It's played on the hop, and the throw over to first in time. What a play. And a really good throw over at third base by Matt Chapman. That's why he's a very good defensive third baseman. Trevor Story had a 3-run homer against his former ball club. They beat the Rockies 10-2. I really wonder how many teams have thrown a complete game against the Rockies this year. The pitch on the way, it's taken for a ball. Doesn't look good for the Orioles. It's 7-6 in the top of the 10th. And it's really about getting that second runner in. But they hopefully can get out of it. Oh, bases are loaded, though, with 2 outs. They got to get out of the inning. 1-0 pitch. That's a foul ball. Correct. But they'll have the tiebreaker. Ray kicks, deals, and throws it outside for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Johan Rojas is up high for ball 3. I see that Jacob Misiorowski, after he gave up a leadoff homer to Shohei Ohtani, struck out 12 in 6 innings. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Robbie Ray with 42 pitches. Top of the 3rd inning, 1 out. Phillies trail 1-0, thanks to a check swing RBI single by Dom Smith. "3-2, it's high for ball 4, and that's the second walk allowed today by Robbie Ray. Right. So Rojas is on, and Trey Turner is up right now. Think that these late games throw off the team. Well, you're saying with jet lag. It's part of being a pro, though. The windup and the pitch. It's a changeup that's low for a ball. It did not go. I hate the late games during the week. I love them. But I understand why you guys don't like them. It makes a lot of sense. It does. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Robbie Ray is down for ball 2. Good, they got out of the inning with the bases loaded. Thank God. The Orioles can still do this. The ghost runner getting him home, that really doesn't matter as much. 2-0 pitch. Foul ball to Trey Turner. And so the count is now 2-1. A runner on over at first. And the 2-1 to Trey. He'll ground this one foul over towards the first base side. You guys think that the Cleveland Guardians are going to sell at the deadline? And if so, you think the Phillies should eye Emmanuel Clase? Toss bat to first, not in time. Just throwing that out there. Not saying that they're going to do that. But I'm just wondering. Barbershop talk. Thank you for the sub, whoever just did that. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Trey Turner, and the next pitch is fouled away. Rojas did go, and he has to head back over to first. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the third. Ray kicks and delivers again and throws it outside for ball 3. Well, Ray is about ready to throw his 50th pitch. Kyle Schwarber is in the on-deck circle. 3-2 to Turner. This one's lined out over to right field. It is a foul ball. You don't really get a lot of space in that right field corner. And it just stayed foul. The payoff pitch. This one's fouled off again by Trey. And Rojas, who had second base, has to head back to first again. Five foul balls in this at-bat from Turner. The payoff pitch. And this one's popped up. Hit over towards the first base side and foul ground, and it'll get out of play. Bounces about 5 rows behind the first base dugout. The Marlins just extended their road winning streak to 11 games in a row. Who would have thunk? The Marlins. The payoff pitch. This one is lined into left field for a base hit, and that's going to put Rojas over at second base as Ramos plays it on the ground, and Trey Turner, great at bat, he's over at first. And 1 out. Turner on at first. Let's go. Let's go, baby. George! Wake him up. Turner on an 8-game hitting streak. So he's on at first, and Kyle Schwarber is the next man up for Philadelphia. Rojas at second, Turner at first. Kyle flat out to right, his first time up. And the pitch. It's a line drive foul ball over towards the left side. Marlins beat the Reds. They won 12-2. That is a record for the Marlins. 11 straight wins on the road. They've never done that before. No balls, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. 0-1 pitch is in there for a strike. The throw over to third is not in time as Rojas will swipe third base and Turner swipes second. So they did call it a ball. It was in the zone, but regardless, the Phillies do have runners over at second and third. They did a double steal there. Surprised that the umpire called that a ball. Despite that, it's 1-1. Pitch to Schwarber. It's grounded foul into the Phillies dugout. A fly ball. A deep fly ball would be great. Kyle does call for time. Harper is up next. Just got word that the Orioles did lose to the Mets, and they came back to win. The 1-2 pitch to Schwarber. It's another foul ball that goes out of play. The 1-2 pitch outside for ball 2. The Giants are 5.5 games behind the Dodgers. The Dodgers are also on a 5-game losing streak. Giants have won their last 3 games. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Schwarber, swing and a miss. And he goes down after missing a fastball in the upper tier of the zone. There's 2 gone. Big strikeout for Robbie Ray. The Phillies are 0 for their last 25 with runners in scoring position. 0 for their last 25. Harper is up, and he takes a slider outside. Harper's been one of the guys that's been struggling. Ever since he's been back, it has not been roses for the 32-year-old. 1-0, swing and a miss. He's just 5 for his last 31. Only 1 homer. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and that was before he went on the IL. Ever since he's been back, he's just 4 for 20. 1-2 to Bryce, low and away for ball 2. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bohm's in the on-deck circle. Phillies looking to try to get a couple runs here. The 2-2 pitch to Harper, swinging a ground ball. It's it over towards shortstop. Adames has it, throws it over to first base. Dug out by the first baseman Smith, and the inning is over. And we are heading to the bottom of the 3rd. Phillies had 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out and nothing to it. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning out in San Francisco. Let's take a look around Major League Baseball and see what the out-of-town scoreboards, what the out-of-town scores are. The Blue Jays lead at 6-1 against the White Sox. They are still in a rain delay and are in the top of the 7th inning. The Nationals and Cardinals are finally underway. They were in a 2-hour delay. The Cardinals are up to bat in the bottom of the 2nd and have runners on at 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. The Rangers lead at 5-1 against the Angels in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Rays, there's a couple other games going on right now. The Guardians are up 6-4 against the Astros in the bottom of the 8th. D-backs and Padres scoreless in the bottom of the 4th. Braves are down 5-0 to the Athletics out in Sacramento. And then we have some final scores. We got the Cubs losing 8-1 to the Twins. We got the Marlins beating the Reds 12-2. The Royals won 4-3 against the Pirates. You also have the Yankees beating the Mariners tonight 10-3. The Mets came back and beat the Orioles 7-6. And the Dodgers lost 3-1 to the Brewers. Red Sox also put up 10 runs against the Colorado Rockies. And the Tigers took care of business against the Tampa Bay Rays. 4-2 was the final score in Detroit. As we head to the bottom of the third, Walker is back out there for his third frame, and he will be facing Heliot Ramos, the top of the order for the Giants, due up. And Walker kicks and deals, throws a pitch that's outside and low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch, Clinton Vondrack calls that pitch a strike. It's 1-1. 1-1 pitch on the way. Chopper hit over to second base. Sosa has it on 2 hops. Throws it over to first. And 1 out. Ray threw 31 pitches in that third inning. And then 25 in the second. And yet has not allowed a run. Rafael Devers is up. He walked his first time up. And he takes strike 1. It's down in the count. The ball is 1 strike. And the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a cutter. And Devers down in the count 0-2. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Rafael Devers strikes out on a splitter that was down in the dirt. Give him a chair. That is the first strikeout of the night for Taijuan Walker. Adames is up, and he takes a cutter in there for a strike. Adames is 4 for 8 against Taijuan Walker with 2 homers. He just missed his 3rd homer against him earlier in the first. The 0-1 is popped up out over towards shallow center field. Rojas calls off Sosa in the alleyway and makes the catch. In shallow right center, the inning is over. We're going to the 4th inning. Giants up 1-0 against Philadelphia. And they'll be back. All right, chat. How are we doing on the likes? We have 179 people tuning on into us. We appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. I'm going to go to the monologue screen for a second. Folks, hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on the notification bell icons. I don't really ask for much. Just hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. That's all that I ask. All right. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. We also do, and we're going to do a 12-hour day on Thursday. We do a cast called Diamond Zone, which is a sort of like a NFL Red Zone version of Major League Baseball, where we just go around current games that are on, and we give you updates live with what the action is. So if you like fantasy baseball, if you're into betting, or if you just want to see how it goes, it's so cool. We have the iPad for one game. We have the old laptop for another game. And we just watch all these games. We have a TV as well. And we just go around and we watch things as they are live. And it's so much fun. And I encourage you all to come on and kick back and relax with us, especially on Thursday, because we're going to be on for 12 hours, I assume. It's going to be a long day. But I'm dedicated to the craft. I want to give you guys really good content. I'm not going to be doing a lot next week, obviously, because I'm going to be on vacation. And during the beginning of the week, it's the All-Star break. So. But I love doing this. Here's Alec Bohm in the first pitch. This one is hit out over towards right center field. And Yaz is there. He has a back pedals, and he'll make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 gone. In the top of the 4th inning, as Alec Bohm is retired. Robbie Ray had 64 pitches before that pitch that he threw to Alec Bohm. You think Robbie Ray will get 6 strikeouts? Yes. Pitch from Ray to Castellanos. It's taken a little bit down, but it's called a strike by Vondrak. The ball is 1 strike, and the windup and the pitch. Foul ball. Diamond zone about to start because we can't even score a run. What's up, bud? PAS, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. The ball's 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos in the pitch. This one's going to be blooped out over towards right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Yaz played it on a hop. He bobbled it for a second. Didn't get too far away from him. And Nick Castellanos singles out to right here in the top of the 4th and gets on base for the first time tonight. Right. So the Mets won. If the Phillies lose, then the Mets and Phillies are tied for first in the NL East, and the Mets do have the tiebreaker. Otto Kemp is up, and the pitch, it's taken down for a ball. They try to see if he went, though, and he did not. 102 likes. Let's go. One ball, no strikes. And here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. 1-1 pitch on the way. It's chopped foul. I am shocked that they send Castellanos. Robbie Ray today, 3 1/3, 2 hits allowed, no runs, and 4 strikeouts. Also 2 walks. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the 1-2 pitch. It's a called strike 3 on the outside corner, and that's the 5th strikeout for Robbie Ray. Good curveball thrown by Robbie. And Kemp goes down looking at a strike. That'll bring up Edmundo Sosa. PA Breeze, thanks for the sub. Ray fires, throws a knuckle curve that's down and in. One ball, no strikes in the pitch. This one's grounded over to shortstop. Adames fields it, picks it up, throws it over to first, and the inning is over. It's time to go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 Giants. Chapman will lead things off when the Giants return. We'll be right back. 107 likes, 168 people watching. That's awesome. Thank you all so much. Again, I know it's a late night. But if you are tuning on in, we appreciate you guys for being on here. Walker is going to pitch the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Giants on an RBI single by Dom Smith. Walker comes set and delivers. And it's down for a ball. 1-0 pitch. It's a cutter on the outside edge for strike one. The 1-1 pitch. That's taken for strike two. One ball, two strikes. And the next pitch is a foul ball. 1-2 delivery. It's down in the way for ball two. MLB Deadline News just posted Clayton Kershaw's career numbers. 216 wins, 94 losses, a lifetime 2.52 ERA, 3,000 strikeouts, and 2,787 innings of work. The pitch, here it is. Strike three called. Got him looking, and Walker gets his second strikeout of the day. This time it's against Matt Chapman. Nice. Yaz is up, and he takes a cutter up high for a ball. Tanner Banks is loosening up in the Phillies bullpen. I think that they wanted Walker to go 4 innings today. 1-0 pitch. It's a sinker. It's in there for a strike. I mean, at this point, for me, I would just let him pitch. I'm kind of surprised that they're not. I mean, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, wonder why. 1-1 on the way. Pop up. Hit out over towards left field. Kemp on the run. Makes the diving catch. And there's 2 gone. Otto Kemp able to take away a blooper from Yaz. And a good defensive play for Otto Kemp. And a nice web gem for the Phils. Wow. Called off bohm. Had to run a long ways to get over to it. And Walker says thank you. Casey Schmidt's up. And he goes around after a cutter. No need to appeal. Excuse me. 0-1. And Walker comes set and fires. It's down in the way. The 1-1 pitch. It's going to bounce in the dirt for ball two. Two balls, one strike. 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. 57 pitches for Taijuan Walker in 3 2/3, and the 2-1 is sent out over to left field. Thank goodness, though, it's a foul ball. Phillies have the most quality starts in all of baseball with 50. The Giants are 5th on that list with 42. The Rays have 44. Royals and Astros, they each have 43. 2-2 pitch from Walker. It's down and in for ball 3. Three-two pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the inning is over. We're going to the 5th. Good job by Walker today. We are going to the top of the fifth. 1-0 Giants. Be right back. Joe Blanton's in the house. How about that? Look at Joe. It's Rafael Marchand, and the pitch is taken for a called strike. Shout out to Joe Blanton. The ball is 1 strike to Rafael Marchand, and the pitch is taken outside for a ball. Joe is 44 years old. Spent his career with the A's, the Phillies, the Angels, the Royals, the Pirates, the Dodgers, and the Nets. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's flied out over towards center field. Lee doesn't even have to flinch. He's there to make the grab for out number 1. I'll never forget. Classic JJ story. I was very lucky. I was a member of the Junior Phillies Club back in 2008. I was 10. So Yohan Rojas is up, and the pitch is chopped foul towards the right side. My dad said to me in August, when they played against the Giants, he said, "Jason, this is our last Phillies game that we're going to this year." I said, okay. Fine. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch is taken for a strike. I was a member of the Junior Phillies Club. And 30 kids were selected to go onto the field, pitch to Joe Blanton in the bullpen, take batting practice with Milt Thompson, and run around the bases with Davey Lopes. And I was a part of that. The pitch is taken for a ball. And on the same day, get brunch and watch the Phillies play the Brewers in the NLDS. 1-2. It's a foul ball. So long story short, I went into the bullpen. I pitched to Joe. And I threw to him. And I will never forget, he said, "Dang, we need to teach Chad Durbin how to throw that slider." 1-2 pitch. This one's lined over to second base. It's caught for out number 2. He said, "Good stuff, kid." And I'll always remember that. Then, of course, we ended up seeing them in the World Series that year in the NLCS. Definitely one of the best moments of my life. Unforgettable. The pitch. It's a foul ball. It's hit by Trey Turner. The count's 0-1. The balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Trey. It swung on and missed for strike 2. We got to teach Chad Durbin how to throw that slider. Good stuff, kid. No balls, 2 strikes to Trey Turner. In the 0-2, this one's popped up, it's hit out over towards the right side and foul ground. Dom Smith is there and makes the catch for out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Giants lead it 1-0. Alex, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much. Welcome aboard. And then Mean Joe Green tossed you his jersey and drank a Coke. Yeah, that game was the game where Shane Vittorino hit a grand slam against CC Sabathia, and he did it on the right side of the plate. And that was awesome. I'm also pretty sure that Brett Myers pitched in that game, and he had 4 hits. Brett Myers' 4-hit game. It was during a game against the Brewers where he faced, I don't think it was Jeff Suppan, no. I thought it was CC Sabathia. It was game 2. Huh. We definitely went to it was the game where Vittorino had the grand slam. But that was not the same game, huh? Tiff is here. What's going on? What an awesome childhood memory. It was so cool. It was awesome. I got on into that team really during that year. And the parade, that was when I was in 5th grade. It was on Halloween. We got to dress up that day, and my teacher, never forget, his name is Mr. Myers. Really, really nice guy. That was the only year that he taught 5th grade. He was a 4th grade teacher. He had the parade on throughout the whole entire afternoon, and we watched. And it was awesome. Here's Jung-Hoo Lee. The pitch, this one's grounded over towards the 5-6 hole for a base hit. And Lee gets on with a single against Tanner Banks. And now Dom Smith is up. And Smith takes a ball. It's a slider that's high. And the count is 1-0. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. It's a slider that's fouled away from Dom Smith. Of course, the Phillies got to see Dom Smith a lot when he was a Met. The 1-1 on the way. Foul ball. Banks gets set at the letters again. And the 1-2 pitch. This one's lined out towards center field. Rojas on the run. Makes the diving catch. And one gone. Good defense by Johan Rojas. And there's one away in the bottom of the 5th inning. Got there, perfect jump, and shot right up as soon as he caught it. Well, right after he caught it. But even still, one away in the bottom of the 5th. Here's a slider that's taken down for a ball to Patrick Bailey. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Larry, where were you when the Phillies won in 08? Where was everybody when they won in 08? Oh, and 2 is the count to Patrick Bailey. And here's the pitch. Foul ball. Toss back over to first, not in time. Tanner Banks, who just came on to pitch for Taijuan Walker. Well, so far 8 pitches. He's recorded 1 out. He has a runner to deal with over at first. And the batter that he's facing is down in the count 0-2, and that's Patrick Bailey. The windup and the pitch. It's outside. Lee says, I was working my overnight grocery store job just as I am right now in Syracuse. Wow. The pitch. This one is lined out to center field for a base hit. And going on over to second base. And stopping over there is going to be Lee. And the top of the order is up. Davis says, I was not even in the womb yet. I was in the officer station in C-Dorm at Okeechobee Correctional Institution. Here's the pitch. This one is flied out over towards right center field. Rojas on the run, makes the catch. And the throw is cut off over at second base. And Lee tags up from second, goes on over to third. So there's 2 outs and runners at the corners. And that'll bring up Rafael Devers. It's 11:04 p.m. Eastern Time. Banks this year, a 3.20 ERA, and he kicks, deals, and throws a slider that's on the outside edge at the knees for strike 1. Devers is hitting .302 against the Phillies with 27 hits and 6 long balls in just 23 games. Next pitch is down and away for a ball. Devers is lifetime 0 for 3, though, against Tanner Banks, and has struck out twice against him. The 1-1 pitch. What a nice sinker that was. It was taken on the inside edge, knees high for strike 2. One nothing Giants, bottom of the 5th. Runners at first and third, 2 outs, and the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Tanner Banks wins the battle against Devers. And we're heading to the 6th inning. Phillies down 1-0 out in San Francisco. Good job by Tanner Banks to get out of the jam. Devers has struck out twice tonight. And the Phillies will be back in just a few moments. Hi, JJ. Mets showed actual teamwork tonight. And what do you know? It worked. Mets beat Baltimore barely in the 10th. Yeah, that was a crazy game. it looked like. Can't wait to watch the highlights of that one. And we all know what happens if the Phillies lose. In 2008, I snapped my right leg in half. Oh, boy. And spent 3 months in the hospital. October 17 years ago. Ow. Ugh, that's awful. That's terrible. Devers, damn it. Haven't been happy with him. No, he's been struggling with the Giants. Hi, Asia. Asia. That's what Asia does to everybody. She just says their names. It's funny. I think it's funny. What's up, Asia? Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. 192 people on here watching. I want us to get to 200 likes. I said 250, but I think 200 is good enough tonight. This is crazy. We're still getting 192 people on a Tuesday night. I take that as a compliment, guys. I really do. The pitch to Kyle Schwarber. It hits him. And Robbie Ray gets him right on the shoulder. And Schwarber is rewarded first base. So 2 walks allowed by Robbie Ray. And a hit batsman. As a gesture of appreciation to this channel, let the commercials run. Bruce, you're the man. You're so nice, man. Thank you so much. 86 pitches for Robbie Ray. The pitch to Bryce Harper. It's down for a ball. Jack's here. 2008, I was touring Asia. Working? Harper 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. The 1-0 pitch. Foul ball. I really appreciate that, Bruce. That's so nice. Not a lot of people do that. And it really does help out the channel. Harper's up. The 1-1 pitch. It's a foul ball that goes out of play. Don't be scared, Bryce. Dive at the ball. Don't be scared to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, too, while you're at it. That's to anybody that's out there. 1-2 pitch. It's outside for ball 2. Max Lazar warming up in the pen for Philadelphia. The 2-2 pitch to Harper. And he holds up. The pitch was outside. Good eye. That was close. 3-2 pitch to Harper. There's a fly ball hit out over towards right field. Not deep enough. And the catch will be made by Mike Yastrzemski for out number 1. Nice segue, JJ. Thanks. Don't forget to subscribe, unlike some people on this channel. Pitch is taken down for a ball. And that's to Alec Bohm. Asia, was that a Steely Dan album? It was, and also Asia was also a rock band too. The heat of the moment. I listened to them because one of my 5th grade music teachers liked them. 1-0 pitch. And the runner's going to go. Schwarber dives in there head first over to second base. The throw is not in time. And the pitch is taken for ball 2. There we go. Nice job. 2 balls, no strikes. Schwarber's on at second. Almost over. Dove at the bag. What's up, Wayne? Patrick Bailey has the second highest pop time. Yeah, so if you let the ads run out, the more money you get, the more money the content creator gets. So if you have like a long ad that's like a minute and a half long or 2 minutes or however much it is, if you let the ads play out, the ad revenue, the more ad revenue you get. So that's why some people will say, you know, let the ads run out and support the content creators that way. I don't usually like to do that because I know that for baseball, it's like really, or just for sports in general, for people that follow the sports, they'd rather not. Like, that makes a lot of sense. And they don't want to miss a pitch. So I don't usually go for that. But if you want to do it, you certainly don't have to. But I do appreciate it. 2 balls, no strikes to Alec Bohm. And the pitch from Ray, it's a changeup that misses outside for ball 3. He's at 95 pitches. I assume that this will be his last batter. But then again, I could be wrong. 3-0 is up high for ball 4. The throw to third, and Schwarber is out. I don't know if he was out there. Let's see if the Phillies are going to challenge this or what. They're not showing. Rob does say hold it, and he says play on. Schwarber tried to go on over to third base. And yep, he got swiped right on the knee. He was out. So a 1-out walk. I guess you really call it a 2-out walk. Schwarber gets caught stealing at third base. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Skip ad comes on. I'm clicking it. I get it. I get it. It was a good tag. 0-1, and this one's lined out to left field for a base hit. Castellanos gets aboard. Stopping over at second base is Bohm, and the Phillies have runners on over at first and second base. That's the 1,700th hit by Nick Castellanos. There we go. All right. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's go. Otto Kemp is up. And the pitch to Otto. This one's grounded into left field for a base hit. And rounding third, coming in to score is Alec Bohm. The Phillies tie it up 1-1 on an RBI single by Kemp. Kemp did advance over to second. And Castellanos went on over to third base. And a pitch and change coming up for the Giants. Dropping emotes. Nice. So they called it an RBI double. They called it an RBI double by Otto Kemp. Castellanos is over at third, and the Giants will make a move. Imagine if Schwarber didn't go over to third. Phillies would have had the lead. But that's the first hit that the Phillies have had with a runner in scoring position in a while. They ended, what was it, an 0 for 27 streak? That was bad. Kyle just cost us a run. Otto Kemp just got us a run. BW. BW, I have to tell you, when I tuned on in, awesome job on the call, as always. But, you know, you put a big smile on my face tonight. You did. Love seeing you call games, my friend. We scored. We scored. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, people. And hit the subscribe button as well. We have 254 people rocking with us. BW just sent a redirect. Thank you very much. Must have done a postgame show. The pitch to Edmundo Sosa. It's a foul ball. And it goes out of play. Thank you very, very much for the redirect, my friend. It's very, very nice. My good luck charm is here. No balls. One strike to Edmundo Sosa. Spencer Bivens is pitching. 0-1. It's tapped foul over towards the left side. Bivens, 31 years old, from Virginia Beach, Virginia. It's part of the reason why the Giants have had the lowest bullpen ERA in all of baseball. 0-2. The pitch was outside, but it's fouled off. Yeah, I gave that one my all. Good for you, man. I love it when people do post-game shows. I love doing the post-games. I love interacting with people. I love... If you guys want to call in after the game, 610-314-0844. That's how you dial on into the show. 0-2 pitch. This one's going to be popped up over towards shallow center field. Adames turns over his shoulder, makes the catch, and the inning is over. However, the Phillies get a run on an RBI double by Otto Kemp, and we're going to the bottom of the sixth out in San Francisco. Okay. Sosa's the guy I won up in this situation. Now I jinxed him. You jinxed Jim? Who's Jim? There's his channel. Look at my mods. My mods are awesome. I don't even have to say post his channel anymore. I don't have to do that to any of the content creators, you know, because my mods are on it. My mods are just so good with that. And I love it very, very much. It's going all the way to 3K for BW. Yes, he is. Please, guys, let's get him to 3,000. I mean, the last time I checked, he was 30 away. I don't know what it is now, but hopefully we can get him closer because he deserves it. Larry says, Jim is my imaginary friend. JJ, stop by tomorrow if possible. The Phillies, you're in luck because that's who we were going to redirect to tomorrow. I was gonna do that for you. I really want you to get to 3K, my friend. You got to get there. I know you're working your butt off for it. and we will help you get there because the Phillies play at, 3:45? And you guys are on, what time? 6 o'clock? Oh, 7 o'clock. Even better. So, yeah. I'm hoping that the weather holds out because on the AccuWeather site, it does say that there are storms supposed to head over to Baltimore tomorrow, but hopefully not. Max Lazar is going to pitch for the Philadelphia Phillies. 13 outings for him this year. We'll get into the rest of his stats. He'll face Willy Adames, who takes the first pitch. It's a fastball right at the knees for strike one. Lazar comes set and deals. Throws it down and out for ball one. Lazar's ERA is at a 3.44. He's facing Willy Adames, who was flied out twice tonight. 1-1 pitch. This one's flied out to center field. Rojas on the run over towards the track, makes the catch, and there's the third fly out tonight from Willy Adames. One away. Where is it? 15 away-ish. You're in luck. You're in luck. The pitch. This one's chopped over towards the mound. Banks has it. Underhanded throw over to first is in time for out number 2. I've been doing that a little bit more with my words, and I'm trying to catch myself from doing that because I have a lot that I want to say, but there's a lot of action going on. So I tend to throw in or combine 2 words into one. The pitch is taken down for a ball. I know it's funny, but that is something that I'm trying to do a better job with. For some reason, with the more reps I've gotten on here, the more I've done that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 6th. 2 outs. And the 1-1 pitch is bunted over to third. Bohm barehands it, and everybody's going to be safe as Mike Yastrzemski bunts it over to third and gets on with a single with 2 outs. That was executed perfectly. You got it off the end of the bat. A textbook bunt. I've been rocking with BW since he had 30 subscribers, says Morgan Freelance. Casey Schmidt's up, and he takes strike 1. It's a knuckle curve right down the middle. Jiva Newts, how are you doing, my friend? 0-1. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. And Schmidt is in the box. The windup and the pitch. It's low and outside for ball 1. The 1-1 pitch to Lazar. And it's fouled off the knob of the bat. Oh, no, I get it. I've just been getting more comments lately about... I've been getting some more criticism, and rightfully so. Like, that's what I want. I want people to critique me the right way. But I've been getting more criticism from that. They called it a hit by pitch? Huh. And the Phillies are going to challenge this. So with the call, that'll put runners on at first and second base. What? Did that really hit him? It looked more like a foul ball to me. It's a foul ball. And the call is overturned. The Phillies actually win a challenge. What is Clint Vondrack looking at? So it's a foul ball. And the runner from second has to go back to first. That's Yaz. I lead the league in criticisms. Please have some of mine. Who's keeping score? Casey Schmidt's up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him looking at the knees. That's how it's done. And we are heading to the top of the 7th. 1-1 is the score between the Phillies and the Giants. Good job by Rob to challenge that, because that was a bad call. And it benefited Philadelphia. The umps are screwing us again like last night. Yeah, last night was bad. Last night was awful, but I'm over last night. I just want to win tonight. Just continue to keep that lead against those Mets. Guys, hit the thumbs up button. Again, please, mods, can you drop BW's link again? I would really appreciate that. I want us to help him get to 3,000 subscribers. I think he said he's 15 away. 15-ish, he said. So. 259 people watching. Dude, this is insane. Go to bed, people. Just kidding. Just kidding. 142 likes. 256 people watching. Boy, do we love our Philadelphia Phillies. When they're on fire, this city gets on your back like no other fan base. With all due respect. The Orioles do a good job, though. I will tell you that. The Orioles fans ride their tail as well. That is a baseball town. The pitch. It's a foul ball from Rafael Marchand. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Rafael Marchand is taken for strike 2 from Spencer Bivens. 0-2 pitch. This one is hit on the ground over to shortstop. Adames has it, picks it up, throws it over to first. It's in time for out number 1. Dilated Entertainment. What's up, my friend? You've been on here for a little bit. He says, Giants. My dad's a Giants fan. I have a lot of respect for the Giants organization, too. They're just a pure class organization. Oh, Eagles fans are so toxic and the worst. You know why? Because they say they threw snowballs at Santa Claus, which happened back in the 1500s. Just kidding. But it was a while ago. The pitch on the way. That's taken for a strike. JJ, awesome to be here. I'm really happy that you're here too, my friend. The 0-1 pitch. This one is hit out over to left field. It's going to drop in for a base hit in front of Elliot Ramos as he fumbles the ball for a second. Marsh goes over to second base. And Brandon Marsh gets on with a bloop double with 1 out in the top of the 7th. And the Phillies have themselves another runner in scoring position. Let's go. Drop the Phillies emotes. Trey Turner's up. First pitch to Trey. This one's grounded back over towards the mound. Bivens looks at third for a second, but then throws it over to first. It's in time. There was no chance that he was going to get Brandon Marsh. Trey Turner is out, and Kyle Schwarber is up next for the Phils. First pitch, here it is. It's a sweeper at the knees for strike 1. The ball's 1 strike, and the next pitch, foul ball. Get up, baby! Charge! Oh, to the Schwarber. Here it comes. Fly ball. Hit out to deep right field. It is gone! The Phillies take the lead. It goes out to McCovey's Cove. Splash! Wasn't even a full swing. The Schwarberian does it. The pitch to Bryce Harper. It's taken down for a ball. He's ahead in the count 1-0. Bivens comes set and kicks, delivers, and it's swung on and missed. Harper 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. And the 1-1 delivery is inside for ball 2. Still plenty of baseball left to go, but Kyle Schwarber just tied Eugenio Suarez for 4th place in all of baseball in homers. 28 Schwarbombs for Kyle this year. 2-1 delivery. Here it is. It's a strike. Phillies certainly needed that. 2-2 to Harper. And this one is played on a hop over at third. The throw over to first is in time by Matt Chapman. The damage is done, though, and the Phillies go up 3-1 on a 2-run blast by Kyle Schwarber, and the Phillies take a 3-1 lead. They'll be back in just a little bit. All right, I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. All right. Which 2 Phillies players won the Hank Aaron Award? 15 seconds, by the way. I forgot to mention that. And the timer starts now. Which 2 Phillies players won the Hank Aaron Award? Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anybody got anything? I don't know if anybody got it off. Neil and Bob, says John. Oh, yeah, he did get it off. Hamels and Ruiz. Rollins and Chase. Nope. Schmidt and Howard. Howard's won. Howard won the Hank Aaron Award in 2006. And one other guy. Very popular. Very popular. Howard's won. Good job, Mike. We have one more guy. Rollins. Tomei. Nope. Harper. That's correct. Bryce Harper won the Hank Aaron Award in 2021, and Ryan Howard won it in 2006. Constructive criticism, I don't know what that music is, but it is AAF. Maybe it has more meaning to a Phillies fab. I mean, a lot of people like it. I've heard a couple people that don't like it, but a lot of people like it. It's called Zombie Nation. It's a hype song, but if you don't like it, it's all right. But I know a lot of other people that do, so we're gonna keep playing it. But as always, you're more than welcome to. I appreciate you for voicing your opinion. You guys were all late on your answers. But I still accepted them. Phillies lead at 3-1. They took the lead on a 2-run shot by Kyle Schwarber in the top of the 7th inning. His 28th home run of the season. Jung-Hoo Lee is up. He's 2 for 2. Of course, Harper's the other one. Yep. Bottom of the 7th. And Strahm, who's pitching now for the Phils, throws a strike right at the knees. Strahm has a 3.57 ERA. Nothing in one is the count. And there's a sinker that's taken a little bit outside for a ball in the eyes of Vondrak. Tristan Beck is loosening up in the Giants' pen, and he will pitch the 8th inning. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball hit over to second base, and Sosa picks it up, throws it over to first, and there's one gone in the bottom of the 7th inning. This is the 368th game that Matt Strahm has appeared in. He has a 33-38 record. Remember, he was a starter at one point with the San Diego Padres. He also started with the Phillies, too, when he first came over to Philadelphia. At the very beginning. The pitch on the way. It's a slider that's taken for a strike. So Wilmer Flores. No balls, 1 strike. And here's the 0-1. It's a foul ball. I don't care if I was in late. Haven't gotten one forever. No balls, 2 strikes to Wilmer Flores. The 0-2 on the way. It's upstairs. Flores hitting just .211 so far in July. He batted .221 last month. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Strom gets his first strikeout of the inning. 2 gone in the bottom of the 7th. Let's go. By the way, the Cardinals are now in the bottom of the 6th. And they lead it 3-2. The Rangers also are up 11-1 against the Halos. That's in the top of the 7th. The D-backs are down 1-0 to the Padres in the bottom of the 7th. And the Braves trail 10-1 to the A's. Patrick Bailey's up and he fouls off the first pitch. Hitting over on the right side. Strom comes set at the letters, kicks, delivers, and throws a sinker that's in there for strike 2. Give us a ratio, mods. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts from Matt Strom, and the side is retired. We're heading to the 8th inning as Strom skips back over towards the dugout. Bohm will lead things off when the Phillies return. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. So Tristan Beck is going to pitch, and he will face Alec Bohm to start off the top of the 8th inning. And Beck delivers and fires a slider. It's in there at the knees for a called strike. Bohm 0 for 1 with a pair of walks and a run scored. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is a 4-seamer taken for strike 2. Oh, and 2 is the count to Alec Bohm. Beck kicks, fires the pitch, and this one swung on and hit off the back of the pitcher. He goes after it over towards the third base side, and no throw made it over to first base as Bohm hits a rocket off of Beck's back. And the trainers are going to go check up on him. Ouch. But it is an infield single for Alec Bohm, and he's on at first base. They just keep on showing the replay. Imagine dealing with a comebacker that just hits right off of you. Those are scary things. He says I'm good. And the athletic trainer goes back over to the dugout. Beck's back. Ugh, that's a tongue twister. Nick Castellanos is the next man up for the Phillies. He's gotten on base twice. And he takes a violent swing after a sweeper. And swung on and missed. Speed W still here. No balls, one strike. And here's the pitch. It's a foul ball. I can't say. Can't say, my friend. No balls, 2 strikes. Daniel Robert is getting loosened up. I've never tried a corn dog because I don't like them. How do you know if you don't like it if you never tried it before? 0-2 pitch. This one is fouled away towards the right side by Castellanos. Rangers put up another couple of runs. Bohm at first. 0-2 to Casty. This one is popped up again over towards shallow center field. Adames calls off Schmidt and makes the catch. Also beat Lee over to the ball. Oh, I know. Don't try to corner me with logic. Well, I'm just wondering. Wasn't trying to corner you. I was just asking. Top of the 8th, 1 out. And the pitch. It's a foul ball. It's a slider. Jason. What's up, Jason? Jason A-Team. Guys, go to bed. Just kidding. Thank you all so much for staying up and watching this with me. 0-1. It's a foul ball. It goes out of play. That is great camera work from the NBC Sports crew. They zoomed on in on the moon. It is so hard to see. They got a piece of it, though. Wow. Otto Kemp got the Phillies a run. And the 0-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit over towards center field. Lee goes back in front of the track and makes the catch for out number 2. I fell asleep early in last night's game, says Larry. You know, the one nice thing about these night games, is that, guess what? If you do fall asleep, the ads do play out. So you do support the channel that way. I'm just saying that I think that part's funny. I think that's hilarious. The pitch, that's taken for a ball. That's why a lot of people, if you want to hear something, if you want to hear a secret, a lot of people that have, like, meditating streams and they go live at night, they make a lot of money because people fall asleep and they let the ads play out. The pitch. This one's lined out to right field for a base hit, and Edmundo Sosa gets on with a single out to right field. That pitch was going into the dirt, and yet Sosa still kept his head down and just put it in the right spot. And so a 2-out single by Edmundo Sosa, and Rafael Marchand is up now for Philadelphia. Beck kicks and deals and throws it outside for a ball. Don't really think that we got to talk a lot about Beck's stats. One ball, no strikes in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Beck with a 4.5 ERA.
Larry, that's like saying, nobody ever goes there anymore. 'Cause
One
it's too
ball,
crowded.
one strike
Grin
in the
face.
pitch. This one's grounded towards the right side. Second baseman picks it up, throws it over to first in time. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies lead it 3-1. Jack, thanks so much for the super chat. Larry, that's like saying nobody ever goes there anymore because it's too crowded. Thanks so much, man. I cannot stand waking up to a 38-minute ad blasting because I fell asleep to an Edgar Casey lecture. JJ, I'm late, but I'm here, and we're ahead. Joe, what's up, Joe? If you guys want to call on into the postgame show, 610-314-0844 is how you get a hold of me while we're live. You can also text in if you guys are like, I want to go to bed, but I want to leave JJ a voicemail message. That's cool, too. You're more than welcome to do that. Again, call on in, and it'll go directly to the voicemail. And leave your voicemail messages, and we'll play it live during the postgame show. So, that's what we will do. Ray is long gone. Is Robbie Ray still pitching? Nope, you lost your money, Leland. Sorry, Leland. Leland, I apologize. That's so... As soon as I pressed it, I realized, man, that's so mean. Come on, bro. Come on. Why? Why did I do that? That's so mean. Daniel Roberts gonna pitch. I'm sorry, my friend. Bottom of the 8th, and the pitch. It's a foul ball. It was a sweeper. Max Kepler is out there in left field. The 0-1 pitch. That's in there for strike 2. You need to play that sound more often. I should. Oh-2. It's up high for a ball. Daniel Robert pitching. I don't like to get too savvy with the sound effects. I like relying more on the voice. And I like talking, but it's always nice to sprinkle in some sound effects more often. That was funny, though. You have to admit that was funny. It was mean. I didn't mean to be mean, but it was kind of funny. Elliot Ramos is in the box. Daniel Robert pitching. And timeout called. Nope, they're going to call a pitch clock violation on Daniel Robert. Oh, man. That's like, I'll never understand that. Three-two pitch. Line drive, base hit out to left field, and the tying run is coming up to the plate as Elliot Ramos gets on with a leadoff single. All right. Daniel Robert, 30 years old. This year, a 2.45 ERA. He's gone 3 2/3. He's allowed 5 walks and has struck out 7 batters. And Devers is up. Bottom of the 8th in the pitch. It's inside for a ball. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. One ball, no strikes to Rafael Devers. And here's the windup and the pitch. That's taken for a called strike. That was a sweeper. The Phillies will wrap up their series tomorrow at 3:45 p.m. Eastern Time. The windup and the pitch. It's inside for ball 2. Two-one delivery, swing and a miss on a fastball at 96. Rafael Devers wanted that. It's about to be midnight in the East Coast. 2-2 pitch outside for ball 3. This is a big pitch coming up here. Jordan Romano getting loosened up in the Phillies bullpen. Excuse me. Timeout called. The payoff pitch to Rafael Devers, and that's down for ball 4. It barely missed. And so the tying run is over at first. Caleb Cotham is going to go talk to Daniel Robert. According to the pitch tracks, that was a strike. It has just not gone their way. They have not gotten the calls. And they're going to give Romano some time to warm up now. It's Willy Adames up next. Adames on an 8-game hitting streak. And during that time, hitting .414 with 5 extra base hits and 9 RBI. Nobody out. The tying run is at first. The pitch to Adames inside for ball 1. And he takes it at 96. He's 0 for 3 and has flied out all 3 times. Robert kicks, deals. And it's a foul ball right behind home plate. Dude, these mosquitoes are bad. 1 ball, 1 strike to Willy Adames, and the 1-1 pitch is way outside and low. Marchand caught it. Thank goodness. Two balls, 1 strike to Willy Adames. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss on a cutter that was in the dirt. He went around. Big spot here for Daniel Roberts. The 2-2 delivery. He went with the same pitch, and that was taken in the dirt for ball 3. The count is full. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 3-2 on the way. Another foul ball, and the at-bat will continue. There's 4 games left in Major League Baseball. And this is one of them. The payoff pitch from Roberts. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Went with a sweeper that was outside, and Robert got him. That was a huge out. He got him fooled. And Rob is going to make a move as Matt Chapman is due up next. And Romano is going to come on into the ball game. There's a pitch and change, and the Phillies will be right back in just a few moments. That was a big out. That was huge. Good battle there. All right, be right back. Don't go anywhere. Phillies make a pitch and change. It's Jordan Romano is going to come on in. 6.82 ERA for him. Matt Chapman's up. The first pitch is a fastball that's taken on the upper third of the zone for strike 1. Eight hits for the Phillies, 3 runs scored. The Giants have 6 hits, 1 run scored. 0-1. This one's popped up over towards the right side. Sosa gets under it, makes the catch as he called off Bryce Harper. 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. And now Mike Yastrzemski is due up. Did he just wet his hair? He did. When he was in the bullpen. Wow. It showed him pouring a water bottle over his hair. The pitch is taken for a ball. Phillies are 45-1 when leading after the 7th game this year. Is that what it just said? 1-0 pitch is taken down for ball 2. I'll have to go back to that stat during the break. I want to make sure I saw that correctly. 2 balls, no strikes to Mike Yastrzemski, who got on with a bunt single. It's last time up in the 2-0 pitch. This one's flied out over towards left center field. Marsh has room, makes the catch. The inning is over, and we're going to the 9th inning. Jordan Romano does his job. Marsh, Turner, and Schwarber are coming up. Let's go back to that stat again. I just want to make sure I saw that correctly. 'Cause I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, there's no way. They got to fast forward. Did that really say 45-1? Should be coming up now, right? I gotta know. Nah, I went too far. They're 45-1 when leading after 7 innings. What? $45-1 when leading after 7 innings. Wow. Doesn't feel like it. Phew, Romano gets it done despite his 6.58 ERA. Larry, you got to eat crow. You said he was going to give up a 3-run homer and that the Phillies were going to lose because of it. You got to eat crow. Jordan Romano has balls of steel. Tonight he did. That was nice. Good for Romano. Good for him. Brandon Marsh is going to lead things off in the top of the 9th inning. And he will be facing Scott Alexander, who's 35 years old. He was with the Giants in 2022 and 2023, and then signed with the A's in 2024. Then he played with the Rockies this year and got dropped by them. And then the Giants picked him on up. Top of the 9th, Phillies are coming up to the plate. Brandon Marsh is up.
If the pitch
And the first pitch is in there for a strike.
The shape change to account for taller or shorter batters. Bohm and Marchin can't have same strike zone.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. I don't know. You should complain to NBC Sports. I'm not saying you. Like I'm not being critical. Like you should actually complain to them and tell them that, because that is correct. So Marsh is up. And he's behind in the count 0-2. You're right, Jack. Marsh 1 for 1. He's singled in the 7th and also scored a run. 0-2 pitch on the way. He's swinging a miss. And he's down on strikes as Scott Alexander gets a strikeout. Joe Ross is going to close it out for Philadelphia in the bottom of the 9th inning. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. And Jack, thanks again for the super chat. Top of the 9th, 1 out. And Trey Turner is up. And the pitch. This one is popped up over towards shallow center field. Lee says, I got it. And he does, as he'll make the catch. 2 up, 2 down. I really can't believe that the Phillies are 45-1 when leading after the 7th inning or later this year. Does that surprise anybody? I feel like the Phillies have blown a lot of games, or like more games than that. Two outs. Here's Kyle Schwarber. He's up at the plate, and the first pitch is popped up in foul ground. Chapman, does he have room? No, he does not. Count is 0-1. I can't hear you, chat. Charge! Don't jinx us. I'm just saying. They pulled up that stat. Was I the one that pulled it up? That's on them. 0-1 to Schwarber. It's down for a ball. Daniel says, no, this sounds right. I feel like it, but opponents put up crooked numbers in the 4th, 6th innings. Yeah, the 4th to the 6th innings. I guess when you really think about it, it kind of makes sense. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alexander kicks, fires. It's a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. It's outside for ball 2. The only hit that Schwarber has against Sean Alexander is a homer. He's 1 for 5 against him in his career. Let's get the 200 likes. 2-2 pitch. It's outside for ball 3. Let's check and let's see how we're doing. We have 285 people tuning on in. We have 181 likes. Got to get to 250. Let's go. 3-2 pitch to Kyle Schwarber. Foul ball. Where's that stat from? It was on the NBC Sports Philadelphia coverage. Fouled it off of his foot. Three-two to Schwarber. He flies this one out over to left field. That goes over the head of Ramos, and it bounces off the top of the wall. Schwarber will cruise on over to second. He stands up, and he is just safe. Just barely safe. Did not slide, but he got on in there with a 2-out double. Wow. He got lucky there. But he's on. That's what matters. Ramos actually had a pretty good throw over to second, but Schwarber sort of slowed up a little bit. And he kept his foot on the bag. And now Bryce Harper is coming up to the plate, folks. Here comes Bryce Harper as he will bat. First pitch to Bryce. It's taken down for a ball. One-up pitch on the way is a sinker at 92. And the count is 1-1. Pitch to Bryce. Fouled away towards the left side. And it'll find the seats. 300 people watching. Let's get to 250 likes. Let's go. Get out of the shadows and hit that thumbs up button. Come on, let's go. Harper tonight 0 for 4. And the 1-2 pitch, he takes it outside and low for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch, outside again for ball 3. Drop a Phillies emo. Three-two pitch to Harper, foul ball. Alec Bohm is up next. Joe Ross is going to pitch the bottom of the 9th. Five seconds left on the pitch clock, and the payoff pitch to Bryce Harper. He stays alive. Tomorrow afternoon, Phillies will face Justin Verlander, and Jesus Luzardo will get the start for Philadelphia. The payoff pitch to Harper, and he takes it down and away for ball 4. Good job by Harper to get on, and Bob Melvin is going to make a move. 2 runners on, and Bohm is coming up. Let's go, Chet. Let's go, Phillies! Hit that thumbs up button, people. Again, after the game is done, we will have a post-game show. I hope to see you guys all for that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Calling in 610-314-0844 is how you dial on in to the Phillies post-game show. You can also leave a voicemail message. You can also leave a text message as well. All right? If you love the Phillies, hit the thumbs up button. If you love the Sixers and the Eagles, hit the thumbs up button. I mean, really, we really haven't really been talking about the Sixers. But we cover them all. We do. We cover them all. Let's get back to the live stream. There we go. Stay focused. It's good. We need a breakout homer. Yep. We'll take it. Did we hit 200 yet? Did we hit 200 likes? Where are we at? We're at 193. Come on. Got to get to 200. I want us to get to 250. Let's go. Bohm is coming up. 2 away in the top of the 9th inning. And 2 runners on. Ryan Walker is going to pitch for the Giants. He's been struggling. He has a 4.37 ERA. First pitch to Bohm. This one's grounded over towards first base. It's backhanded by the first baseman. And he throws it over to Ryan Walker, who covers the bag in time to get the out. 1 pitch is all it took to get Alec Bohm retired. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th in San Francisco. Okay. Scripts. There it is. It just took him 1 pitch. One pitch. Other score updates. The Cardinals lead at 4-2 in the top of the 9th. Nationals have the tying run up at the plate with 1 out. The Braves are down 10-1. They're in the top of the 8th. And that is all the scores for the rest of baseball currently. Joe Ross is going to go out there to pitch the bottom of the 9th inning, and he will face 6, 7, and 8 in the Giants order. That's Casey Schmidt, Jung-Hoo Lee, and Wilmer Flores. Again, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. We got to 200. Let's go. 47 more till we get to 250, baby. Nice. We got to 200. Yep. The goal is to get to 250. We're almost there. Almost there. I'm very happy that we hit 200, though. Thank you so much. Phillies lead it 3-1. Otto Kemp had an RBI single. That was in the top of the 6th. And then Kyle Schwarber did a 2-run homer to make it 3-1 in the top of the 7th. Romano is going to pitch the bottom of the 9th. Wow. They had Joe Ross warming up in the pen, and they're going to leave Romano out there. Did not see that coming. And the first pitch is taken for a strike. Casey Schmidt is up. He's 0 for 3 with a pop out and 2 strikeouts. 0-1 pitch on the way. This one is lined down the left field line. That's a fair ball. That's going all the way towards the corner, and Schmidt's going to get on with a leadoff double to start things off in the bottom of the 9th. And now the tying run is up at the plate. Got a hanging, I guess it was a hanging slider. So a leadoff double. And Jung-Hoo Lee is up. Lee 2 for 3. He got on with 2 singles. First pitch, it's taken on the outside edge for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Inside for ball 1 at 97 miles per hour. One ball, 1 strike. Romano gets the signs, fires, and it's down and in. Two balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Foul ball hit back towards the screen. If the Phillies hang on, there'll be a game above the Mets. Homer Flores waits in the on-deck circle. Romano facing Lee. Who will win the battle? The 2-2 pitch. It's popped up over towards the infield. Bohm calls off Turner, and he bobbled it for a second, but he still caught it. And there's 1 away. Oh, my gosh. It popped out of the glove, and he hugged the ball. And there's 1 out. Oh, my gosh. You got it. One out in the bottom of the 9th. Wilmer Flores up at the plate. And the windup and the pitch. And it's taken up high for a ball. And Flores is going to step out of the box for a second. He goes back over to the Giants' dugout. He's going to get a brand new bat. Gosh. One ball, no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch on the way. This one's grounded back up the middle for a base hit. And Schmidt is going over to third base. And Flores gets on with a single. And now there's runners at the corners with 1 out. And the winning run is coming up to the plate. It was a fastball down the middle. And Romano was just a little bit late from knocking it down. Patrick Bailey's coming up, and the Giants will bring in a pinch runner for Wilmer Flores. It'll be Brett Wisely. Righty versus lefty. It's really a switch hitter, Patrick Bailey. And the pitch on the way, this one is flied out over to deep right field. That's going back towards the track, and it is going to hit off the top of the wall. Marsh has to run and chase it down. Rounding third is Bailey, and he will come on in to score. It's an inside the park walk-off 3-run homer for the San Francisco Giants. He ran very hard around third base, and he sprinted out of the box. The ball just stayed on in the yard. It was a shot out to right field, and it just bounced and went on by everybody. And the Phillies lose by a final score of 4-3 in a heartbreaking fashion. And Romano walks back to the dugout. And that's it. It actually would have been gone anyways, but... Well, they said on ESPN that it was gone, and it went 414 feet. And on NBC Sports, they're saying it was a walk-off inside the park homer. Doesn't really matter. Unbelievable. What a game. Wow. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Whew. We're going to break that all down. That was awful. Oh gosh, does that one sting? That one hurts. That one hurts. Oh man. Wow. How does that happen? What a collapse by the Phillies. An absolute collapse, and that's what ends the game. Patrick Bailey, it's a walk-off 3-run homer. And that's the game there. That is aggravating. Taijuan Walker pitched very well for the Phillies today. And 3 runs was not enough. And the bullpen blew it. And they lost the Phillies this game. All right. We're going to take a step off. Call on in. Express your frustration. That was sad. That was just so sad how they could not hang on there. All right. I love you all. If you're going to sign off, I understand. But come on in and voice your opinions about this game. I'm going to go off on this team. That was not fun. All right. We'll be back in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. We got ourselves a post-game show. See you soon.
Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I missed putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Oh man, we're gonna break this all down. Yeah, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. Fair warning, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna yell. Just a fair warning for you guys out there. If you don't like to hear me yell, then don't tune on into this, because we're gonna go off, and rightfully so, because the Philadelphia Phillies, they blew it. Yeah, they absolutely blew it. So then they ended up losing by a final score of 4-3. Romano gets the loss. We'll break it all down, starting right now. They had the lead! They had a 2-run lead, and they ticked it all away in that bottom of the 9th inning. And it all starts because of your bullpen. They had the lead, and they just blew it. They choked. If you were to tell me on a Tuesday night that I would be yelling, and I'd be so upset after a game, I would have called you crazy. I'll get to the super chats in just a little bit, I promise. But they had the lead. They had the game, and they ticked it all away. Sad. And you know who this really goes on? This goes on Dave Dombrowski. I can't even say it's on Jordan Romano now, because he is who he is. Romano got you that out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Sure, we can question Rob all that we want. Why does he go back out there for the 9th? I was surprised. Joe Ross, I thought, was going to pitch. He was warming up. But nope. He thought that, you know what, I'm just going to go to Jordan Romano instead. Thought that that was a bad move, and it burned. It quickly burned on the Phillies, and I will never understand why they went to him for that bottom of the 9th inning. Gives up a double, doesn't even go out there to talk to him. And then Bohm almost drops a pop-up over at third base, and then he's laughing at Trey Turner. That's not funny, dude. That's not funny. The defense this year has been so bad. You don't laugh at that. If you do it every once in a while, okay. But because this whole team has been just so bad defensively, time and time again, that's not funny. That 9th inning collapse is one of the worst collapses I've seen in a while. That was the worst loss that I could remember that the Phillies have had this year. That was horrible. They deserve to be ticked off at themselves after this game, because they had it. They had the lead, and they blew it. Again, if you don't want to hear me yell, get off. I don't care. I'm giving you raw emotion because this is what they deserve. They lost this game. They choked. They choked this game away. Sure, can we talk about them trying to get runs in that 8th inning? Should they have gotten more runs? Yeah, we can talk about that, but man, you had it. You had it in your grasp. All you had to do was hang on. And they could not do that. They couldn't do that at all. I'm going to go to bed tonight having nightmares after that game. Tiff, thanks so much for the $10 super chat. Emotional support beverage. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry, I just had to get that off my chest. I had to get that off my chest. That's the worst loss that I could remember in a little bit of time. This makes me think about the time when the Phillies played against the Braves back in, I think it was 2020 or 2021, whenever it was, and they had the lead in the top of the ninth. Bryce Harper gave them a go-ahead homer, and then they just pissed it away in the bottom of the ninth thanks to an error from Odupo Herrera. And the bullpen then wasn't even to be trusted. I don't know. This really ticked me off. I think that NBC Sports Philadelphia said that that was the 32nd time a team has walked it off on a inside the park homer. The Giants did not deserve to win this game. They didn't deserve to win. That's 2 games that the Giants did not deserve to win, and you let them slip out of your hands. I will fail to believe that the Giants outplayed the Phillies in this series so far. I'm sorry. I'm usually the one that says that the better team usually wins. After tonight, I might just be in the thick of it, but the better team did not win. The better team choked. They're interviewing Rob right now. I cannot stand looking at that guy. Why I can't stand him is because he didn't stick up for his players last night. And I didn't want to go back to this, but now I have to because it sort of rolled on into tonight with the whole domino impacts. I mean, just insane. Really, really wild.
Has anyone given up a walk-off inside the Parker and gone on to win it all? Honest question.
I don't know. I don't know about that. That was horrible. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I don't want to make it seem like I'm unappreciative because I am. I have to remember to disable the voice stuff whenever I do the post-game shows. It's a little bit annoying, but I got to remember to do that. An extra thing I have to do. I'm numb. I'm so disappointed in the Phillies tonight after this. I look at my president of baseball operations and I say to myself, why are you not helping this team? It's on him at this point. My manager was egregious too. At the same time, though, even if Joe Ross blew it, we might still be mad at Rob because it's a lose-lose situation, but this was the worst decision that you could make. His stuff was so flat. How do you not even go out there to talk to him after he gives up the double? I'll never understand that. I will never understand that. It doesn't make sense to me. I want to marinate in this because I'm just so ticked off. Should we even go back to the earlier innings and talk about how many opportunities that they wasted? Again, 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Oh great, they broke their 0 for 30 streak with runners in scoring position. That was nice. It's about damn time. Thank you, Tony.
Please don't listen to Rob post-game. He has no passion or fire.
Tony, I thought you were going to sleep, man. You stayed up and you watched that. And you just super chatted. Thank you so much. Calling into the show. I'm ticked off. I'm ticked off after this game. I'm not usually like this. I'm usually very positive. I mean, for a while I was a little bit negative, but this one hurts. This one really freaking hurts. Gosh. And some of y'all are going to say, well, just shrug it off and go on to the next one. I'm not there yet, man. Save the series tomorrow, yes, but you had this game. You took Robbie Ray out of the game, and yet, sure, you could have scored more runs off of him. It was in the palm of your hand. And the Negadolphians are going to say, well, I told you so. Fine. I don't care. It's really frustrating. Calling into the show. 610-314. I better see people calling on in, man. I can't be the only one that's mad. We have a phone call right now. What's going on? How are you?
Hey, JJ, it's Jay.
What's up, Jay? How are you?
Dude, I didn't want to interrupt your rant, but
No, go
wanted
for
to
it.
call.
No,
No, I mean, that's a tough game. That's a tough game to lose it like that, at the bottom of the ninth. Don't know what to tell you. I've been getting hooked all week on this type of stuff, so it's not like it's just it's not just the Phillies. So just take a breath, get another game. It'll all work out.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I mean, they're gonna have to, turn this around tomorrow. They're gonna have to say to themselves, have a short-term memory. I understand all of that, but I can't remember a bad loss like this in a really long time. They had it in the palm of their hand, and they choked. And I know that that's part of baseball, but for them to do it the way that they did it tonight, oh, it's disgusting.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It is.
I mean, we're a 430-foot homer, clear cut, clear as day. Yeah, that's the game.
Yep.
But that,
I know, crazy.
That's a rough one.
It is a rough one, and I can't. Some people are gonna go back and they're gonna blame Brandon Marsh for overrunning that baseball.
Yep.
They're gonna blame him for that. Honestly, it took a very wild bounce. It just took a weird bounce. Romano can't throw that pitch. I mean, he tested him essentially with a fastball right down the middle in Patrick Bailey's wheelhouse. You don't do that. You just don't do that. You don't throw a pitch that's just in his zone for him to snatch on out of here. Can't do that.
No, it's just again. I think maybe someone in chat said something. They're going to watch the tape on this or something like that, and then just come back firing on it because it was just a lapse in judgment. Frankly.
Absolutely.
But that's all it takes.
Yep, I agree. You got to tell Tiff, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. That was really, really nice. And you guys have been so supportive. I really, really appreciate you both.
Well, I had to stop her from asking the chat what was the name of the dog that you were dog sitting this week.
Archie. Yeah, it was Archie. Good old Archie. All right, I got to keep the line going.
Would Archie have thrown that pitch?
Probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, clear the line, man. Just wanted to say hi, and that's a tough loss, and
love you guys.
We'll catch you tomorrow.
Yep. Sounds good. Love you guys. All right, take it easy. All right, bye-bye. All right. If you guys want to call in 610-314-0844. Yeah. I mean, of course. How can you not be upset with that type of a loss? where the game, again, it was in the palm of your hand. And just watching the Giants celebrate, it makes me so sick to my stomach. It really does. The better team choked twice. Twice. 4 scoreless innings from the bullpen. Then Romano came on in. Harper went 0 for 4 with a walk. I'm probably blindsided to the offense, but that's just because I'm just numb to this. Like, I don't really know how else to talk about it. Schwarber, Bohm, and Casty were kind of productive in the middle of the lineup, but Harper in the middle of them didn't help. I mean, he got on with a walk at the end, but yeah, I know. Tony, thanks again for the super chat, dude. John, thanks again for the super chat. Fire me up, JJ. They're interviewing Romano right now. I guess his hair was way too wet because the ball was wet. That's what it was. The ball was wet. I don't know. Bullpen gave us 4 scoreless innings. How does that happen? And we wasted it. Yep. Rob Thompson, Jordan Romano, and Dave Dombrowski all lost us this game. Dave just thinks that we're going to be fine with the bullpen the way that it is. And, Alvarado's going to come on back. Maybe the Phillies will eat up as many innings as they can with Alvarado. That's so flawed. Sure, we'll look back on this and we'll say to ourselves, well, they had a couple of games this year where they shouldn't have won. Yeah, but I'm not there. This just happened 20 minutes ago. This just happened. Not even 20 minutes ago. An inside the park walk-off. Did somebody time out that guy? I hope so. I hope so. Mod, did you time him out? Crazy. Crazy. Have the weakest pitcher on your staff guy has blown how many games and he stays with them? I usually stand with Rob, but I'm done with all the freaking stupidity. I'm done with him too. 10 left on base. Crazy. We told you so. I don't really have a lot of words. Let's take this phone call. What is going on? You're on play-by-play with JJ. How do you feel after this type of a loss?
Yo, JJ, this is Cool J speaking. All I can say is unbelievable. That was inexcusable. I was really watching the whole game, and when I saw the bomb in the ninth inning, I was like, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And I didn't think it would get walked off by inside the park home run.
The funny part is, what I thought was the funny part was that, and again, this doesn't have anything to do with the walk-off hit, but I'm watching, and this is going to go unnoticed. This is going to be scraped under the carpet. But you saw that pop-up that was hit to Alec Bohm, and how he juggled it, and he still caught it, and he was laughing, right next to Trey Turner.
That one I didn't see that one.
You didn't see that? Well, that happened on the play, I think it was 2 plays before that, but just him doing that, it just tells me that this team is not serious. And it really annoys me because something like that just really tells you a lot about the ball club, in my opinion. And I just look at the team from top to bottom and I say to myself, just like, what can they do to clean that up? Like, there's really nothing that you can do to clean that up. Like that, you just expressed who your true colors are. And again, maybe I'm just speaking in the moment and maybe I'm just emotional here, but you had 2 games where you were the better team and you just pissed it away. You choked. Like, the better team choked.
I'm glad you said that. We were on the same page about that. I've been saying that for for most of the games, and probably all these games. The Phillies have been low scoring, all these low scoring games. Like, this is not the right thing, and they're proving that with all these low scoring games. They haven't gotten any runs in, and some things they have gotten either one run, another run. It's just 1 run per inning, and I was going to say, that's inexcusable. I've seen them last year; they scored way more runs than that, and just that having that dog mentality that we've been talking about. So, like, I mean, these Phillies last year were competitors. I don't know what's going on with this go around. These are not the competitors we've seen last year.
Yep, I agree. I agree. I don't know what they are going to have to do tomorrow. I don't know how they go out there tomorrow, but obviously they have a job to do. They got to save the series. But even after a game like tonight, I mean, how do you move on?
That's the question that we've all been saying. Like, you're now going to be like, I don't know if they're tied or anything now in the rankings, still in first place or not. But I mean, you're now sticking the bottom of the barrel, and now your whole team is just acting like a bunch of goofballs. That's not what fans want. They want to see a team that championship mentality, have that extra power and extra energy to try provide this team. Like, this fan base still wants a championship, and they've every time they've been going to the playoffs, they just they haven't made it all the way through. So they want to see that.
Yeah.
And that's all I got to say. Like, you got to figure it out now. So you're literally on the way of irrelevancy. That's all I can say.
I agree with that. That was a great call, Cool J. Just put a big smile on my face. I appreciate you, man.
Of course.
I hope that you sleep well tonight. I know that this one's gonna sting. This was honestly, I think that this was the worst loss of the year. I really do. I think that this was the worst loss that they've had this year. But
I literally said in chat, like, this is probably the worst loss of the year, and this Philly keeps them not scoring any runs. Like, this is like probably you literally get walked off and brutally embarrassed by the Giants.
yeah,
so
didn't matter if it was an inside the park homer or if it was a homer. It was a home run any way you looked at it. Like,
yeah.
So
I just have to, yeah.
Yeah. But all right, man. Thank you so much for calling on in. I'm gonna keep the line moving. But you're the man. You're the man.
Of course, man. Thanks for having me in. Have a good one.
You too. You too. Shout out to him. He's right. He's right. He's not lying. And he's 1,000% right. The other thing that sort of sticks in the back of my mind after a game like tonight, and it didn't surprise me, but how Taijuan Walker didn't go back out there for the 5th inning is also just sad to me, because I this was going to be his last outing before the All-Star break. This guy is going to have some time off. I know that Rob cares about overworking pitchers, but this guy has done it for a little bit of time. I really just don't understand it. I don't understand why he didn't go back out there for another inning. Would that have solved things? I don't know, but he was pitching really well, so I would have done that. What's going on? You're on play-by-play with JJ.
JJ,
John.
this is a tough one. John from Richmond, Virginia. It is tough.
It is.
We left so many men on base, and I got to say this: Romano's got to go.
Yep.
I hate to say it, but
right.
Hey,
that's a good point. Yeah, they've given him so many opportunities, and the only reason why that they're hanging on to him is because they paid him to be Jeff Hoffman's replacement. And at this point, I would say that it would be a plus if he was let go.
I really mean that. It's time for him to go.
Yep. That was.
I mean, we left a lot of runners on base, but the truth is, we had this game 3-1, and we just let it get away.
I'm just processing those words. We let it get away.
Yeah. Now, this is a tough loss.
Yeah.
Really a tough loss. One of the worst of the year, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that this one goes up there. And, of course, of course they brought up the graphic that the Phillies were 46-1 when leading after the 7th inning. In the back of my mind, I said, you know what, somebody's going to comment, somebody's going to say, like you jinxed us, like all those types of things. And, I understand that that's just baseball, but like as soon as I saw that, I was like, dear God, please just don't blow this. Please don't do that.
Don't blow it.
And they did.
Yeah.
I can't process that.
You say, well, wait till tomorrow. Will tomorrow be any better than today?
It's a valid question. It's a valid question.
I don't know how I don't know how you take a loss like this and come back the next day.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
How mad are you at Rob Thompson?
Oh, I'm mad. I really am. Maybe he's got to go. I don't know. It's just, what can I say?
Yeah. The one thing that just sticks into my head is last night, Orion Kerkering had to deal with 2 pitches that were horrendous calls from Phil Cuzzy. And we saw at bats before that Kyle Schwarber took a pitch that wasn't a strike. It was called a strike. Bryce Harper, same thing. And yet this guy's just chewing his gum in the dugout and just doesn't do anything. Doesn't go out there to talk to the umpire. Doesn't say, you know what, that was an egregious call. Why are you doing that to my guys? And to follow it up tonight with just this garbage game plan of, taking Walker out after 4 innings when your bullpen is already thin as is. And to leave Romano out there after he got out of a big jam in that 8th inning, you are playing with fire for putting him back out there for the 9th. And he doesn't even talk to him. Doesn't even talk to him after he gives up the double to Casey Schmidt. How do you not talk to him?
Why are you doing that to my it's sad. It really is. This is a tough one. I won't sleep well tonight, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
Hey, I'm sure you feel the same way.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel a little bit better because I always like talking to you guys. This is sort of like therapy for me, and I like that. I like how we can all rely on each other.
I don't like to call in when we have a loss, but this one deserved a phone call.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. John, you're the man. Thank you so much for calling on in.
You're the man, too. I
Thank
am
you.
one of the Philly freaks.
Yes, you are. Absolutely.
Right.
All right, I'll see you
You
tomorrow,
take
John.
care.
Yep, you too.
Right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Shout out to John. Great phone caller, as always. He does an awesome job. Who else do we have? Where the heck did Romano come from? He came from the Blue Jays. Strom has not been good this year either. Yeah, I think that Strom hasn't been his best. I think that he's also getting overworked for whatever that is. And they just need more help. They need to rest Strom. They need to, I don't know. Maybe I'm just spewing stuff out because I'm starting to get there where I'm just like, I don't really know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. This is one of the worst losses that I can remember. We should have turned off the TV when Romano came on in. Well, what's funny is that he got out of that 8th inning. And Joe Ross is warming up in the bullpen, and I thought that they were going to go to Ross. That's not usually like Rob to have a bullpen pitcher go out there and pitch for the 9th inning after he retired, the final batter of the 8th inning. And again, I'm not telling you that maybe Joe Ross blows the game too. But out of the options, it doesn't look good with Joe Ross, but it looks a lot worse with putting Jordan Romano back out there for the 9th. And to just, sit there in the dugout, just keeping his calm, cool, and collectiveness. That's when you want somebody to show emotion. You're not human if you're doing that after a night where the umpire makes 5 egregious calls and you just sit there. Does he have ears? Does he have headphones in his ears or what's going on? He just sits there. He just sits there and he mopes and he says after the game, I thought that we hit the ball hard. I thought that luck just didn't go on our side. He just... It's annoying. I'm going to strew trash Army Local Park in their honor. Nah, they ain't worth it. Bums. It's definitely not a good fit, says John. No, it's not. It's not a good fit at all. All right, at this point, I'm just babbling. I wish I had more for you. I just don't. I'm getting tired. It's 1:07 a.m. Bryce Harper, we can talk about that too, I guess. I mean, at this point, to be honest with you, I don't want Bryce Harper to play tomorrow. I don't. I think he should have at least 2 off days. He does not look right. Something's not right with Bryce Harper. I know that he wants to be out there to compete, but he is a minus for you over at first base. You're better off right now putting an Otto Kemp at first and going with Brandon Marsh in the outfield. You're better off doing that. So, all right. Love you all. Laila Tov. Have yourselves a great rest of your night. Now I will catch you all on the next one, all right? Love you all. I am smiling because I do love you guys. All right. See you all tomorrow. Bye.